Today we are going to learn about one concept called emotional intelligence. You might have heard about this concept earlier, but I'll be elaborating on it today. Okay, what exactly is emotional intelligence? But before I explain you emotional intelligence, I'll just share a few concepts with all of you. There are four kinds of quotients, yeah, in a personality, in a human personality. So one is IQ, which stands for intelligence quotient. Second is SQ, which is spiritual quotient. The third one is PQ, which is physical quotient, and the fourth one is the most important, which is emotional quotient. Yeah. So IQ, EQ, PQ, and SQ. All these four quotients create a personality of an individual. Okay. Now, how IQ is different from EQ, or the other way around, how EQ is different from IQ. Now, IQ, everyone knows that it is an intelligence quotient. How much intelligent a person is. That's a very common term which we use. Okay, this person is very intelligent. She is very intelligent. She looks very intelligent, like that. So, what does that actually mean? That means IQ is a value of an individual which indicates that how much knowledge that person has and how that person actually utilizes that knowledge to the best possible manner in day-to-day life, right? So the application of the knowledge. On the other hand, what is EQ? Now EQ is the emotional quotient, okay, in which a person has the ability to understand one's own emotions, and he or she also understands the emotions of the other people and how to actually manage those emotions, how to handle those emotions. So if in case an individual is able to handle those emotions very efficiently, very nicely, not only his or her emotions, but also emotions and moods of other people, then we call that person emotionally intelligent, right? Now, further to it, I'll explain you another concept which is about our brain. Yeah, that's the computer of our body. That's you can say the motherboard, right? So our brain is actually divided into two parts. We have a left brain and we have a right brain. So all the people who are actually having more inclination towards the left brain are more logical. Most of the people who are left brain inclined, they are actually very calculative. They are very speculative in their nature. They like to play with numbers, right? And they are moreover interested in the lyrics of the songs. Yeah. So they'll be just moreover focusing on the written part of the communication, the words, the paragraphs, the articles, the news. Even if they actually read a newspaper, they'll be more focusing on the written material, yeah, the content. Yeah. On the other side, the right brain individuals are more inclined towards the creative pursuits. They have a lot of imaginations. They are very creative. They have a creative bent of mind. Yeah. So people are artistic in nature. Most of the people who are actually interested in artistic pursuits, artistic careers, they are actually falling in this category. And these people are moreover very imaginative, very creative, they love life, they are emotionally very strong, and they are actually they love the songs, the tunes of the songs, yeah, instead of the lyrics. So they are moreover get attracted towards the colors instead of just the figures, the graphical representation and everything. So this is the difference between a left brain individuals and right brain individuals. Now all the people who are falling on the left brain individuals are high in IQ. Okay, they are called as highly intelligent people. Okay, but that does not mean that the people who are falling in the right brain category are not intelligent. They are far better than the left brain individuals. Why? Because they can actually, they are not just intelligent, they are emotionally intelligent, because they have good people skills, they have good interpersonal skills. Because in this world, man is a social being, you all know that, and we have to live in society, we have to work with other people, we have to manage relationships, right? So a person who is not emotionally intelligent will never be able to have a very congenial atmosphere and environment around him or herself, right? he or she will not be able to have good relationships with other people. He or she will not be able to handle the crisis, the conflict resolution. He or she will not be able to be a good decision makers. But I'm not saying here that all the left brain individuals are good for nothing. Yeah, they are like most of the chartered accountants, the people who are working in share markets, most of the top notch professionals, the head of the organizations fall in the left brain individual category, because they are very firm, they are very practical in their approach. They are actually, they love numbers, they love speculations, they love negotiations. But the right brain individuals are moreover they think from their heart. So this is the difference. I mean, there's a slight difference between the two. But it does not mean if you are a left brain individual, the right brain is not existing, yeah, at all. It does not mean that. If you are right brain individual or left brain individual, you just are balancing both the things. Only the thing is that if in case you are a right brain individual, then the right brain is more active than your left brain. So it's like that, right? So let's understand about how a person can actually build his or her EQ. Now, first thing is, it is the innate qualities. It is inbuilt. Few of the attributes are already there since your childhood, since your birth. Then you acquire certain knowledge and skills from your environment, from your education, from your qualification, from your professional life, from your working environment, so you can learn. And the last thing is that your attitude, which helps in building the EQ for yourself. If you are a positive person, if you have a positive attitude towards life, then you will be always eager to learn more. Okay, so if you are a positive person, because the negative person, what they do, they have a very closed attitude. They always think that they do not require any improvement, so they do not want anything to be taught to them. They know everything. When you are actually thinking like this, then your knowledge stops there, your growth stops there. You will not become a successful person in life. So always just be eager to learn more. Yeah, have an attitude towards learning, right? So at the end, I will just tell you how a person can actually increase or grow, or maybe develop emotional quotient in him or herself. Yeah. So first and foremost thing is very important to know that try to be a good listener. Try to be a good listener. Why? Because if you are a patient listener, then you will be able to help others, in managing their emotions. You will be able to help them out. You will be able to know them better as an individual, and then you can actually maintain a good relationships with them. Yeah. Then another thing which you can do is like I read somewhere, you can be more empathetic and compassionate. Be kind to other people. Take good care of other people. If you are empathetic, now what is empathy? Let's understand that. Empathy is when you are actually putting yourself in other person's shoes, right? And then thinking why the other person is actually behaving in such a manner. If you can empathize with other people, you'll be able to understand them well, and you'll be able to help them also very, very nicely. Okay. Few more things which you can do is like you can learn new things. You can actually try to help others in sharing that knowledge with them with a positive attitude again. And then what you can do, you can actually upgrade your skills every now and then. Learn new things for yourself also. Okay. And if in case somebody is not behaving in a particular manner or professionally, then you should actually try to find out the exact reason why this person is behaving in this manner. And during conflicts between two individuals, you should be able to resolve it, okay, as a good leader, as a good team head. So this will help in a lot in your professional as well as your personal life. Okay, be friendly, be more approachable, be more accessible, be more positive in your attitude, and this will actually help in increasing and developing your emotional quotient. And then you will be becoming an emotionally intelligent person, because emotional intelligence in today's time, believe me, is the X factor for success. So with this, I'll just sign off, and we'll be meeting next time once again with a new topic probably something which will be helping you in your personal as well as professional life. Thank you so much. Take good care of yourself, be safe, and be at home. Thanks a lot.